Look, everything's moving again. That's moving. That's moving. I'm not going to tug on it too far because I don't know what I'm going to do to the power valves, but ooh, it's getting there. So I know TPS was last, and looks like we've got holes for some things to come out of that way. Right, 2 places for it to come out. That looks like it's been bent round there before, so that can stay there. And the box is shut. Brilliant. Hello everybody, welcome back to the garage. The parts seem to be thinning out. There's still a lot of them and there's a big hole that needs to be cleared here, but I've done more stuff. So even more stuff done. We're about halfway through on this list, I would say. So let's get on with it. Rear coil. It's easy to find things now, there's not so many around. Okay, that's the front coil. Next, let's get the throttle cable back on. Need to pull that through. Okay. Okay. Look, everything's moving again. That's moving. That's moving. I'm not going to tug on it too far because I don't know what I'm going to do to the power valves, but ooh, it's getting there. Okay, now let's put the junction box back in. These don't go in the junction box. That's the coil. That's the neutral switch, which we can plug in now actually, and this is extra cabling that I've put alongside, I think, for the Zeal. So if we, so the junction box is basically this stuff. So let's get that in the junction box, just kind of out of the way a little bit. And then let's worry about our clips. So this is going to clip in there and there. So I guess this is going to hold the main loom. Okay, let's double check that on the video and then we can get that sorted. So it looks like the there's a little white dot on that cable, and that little white dot here, get these out of the way, that should be behind this tie here. So that's a good indicator of where things should go. Like that. Right, And this clip, there's a little clip here that goes into the bottom of this box there, and this box is there. Excellent. Now we can start working out where all these went. Start getting things moving towards the back now. So ignition barrel, try and loop it the correct way. This definitely goes through there. You can see how it's sort of pre-bent around the fork, and I think what I'll do is, to stop this clanking around, just spin this on. I know the rear brake goes behind it, the front brake goes behind it, but for now. And I know nothing goes through this loop here because I spoke to the chaps on the WhatsApp group, and that's where the speedo cable goes. So those go through. There's some more here. That's going to come, that's green, so that's going to come up. So we can start now trying to get these connected. Wonder where this guy goes. The black switch, of course it's the kill switch, isn't it, which is over here. Which will go on over there and feed through, almost certainly the same side as everything else. I can't imagine it would feed through the other side, so we'll send it through here. And this becomes our final connection. And then everything should fit in the box. So I know TPS was last, and looks like we've got holes for some things to come out of that way. Two places for it to come out. That looks like it's been bent round there before, so that can stay there. That looks like that went round there. My TPS can go in there. And the box is shut. Brilliant. So a minor rewiring there. The kill switch doesn't go round the headstock, it goes underneath the frame, because there's a couple of parts there's 3 wires that go into the front variable air jet. One of them is a kill switch, one of them is the coil, and the other is from the TPS. So those 3 go in there, and then this, if it's not all hooked up on that, goes into there. And so we'll put that on. Done. Get the kill switch on. Done. Right, we're going to put the rear brake on, and that's a clear tag. Looking in the stack here, I've got this here, which is a clear tag as well. So that's going to connect to that. Bye. This is the regulator, and this is the ground for the regulator. I'm just going to give this a little brush off just to make sure I've got a really good ground, and hit this with a bit of contact cleaner because the regulator is quite important. Then we'll put the regulator and the rear brake switch on. We'll find an Allen key to fit that. Done. Took a little while, but done. Rear brake switch goes along the same way. So that comes out from down here. And so let's get that plumbed into there first. That's done. Right, fiddly little job. Cable ties that are going to have to stay on, and they go down here. So let's plug the brake in. One goes right in that far corner, and this is going to be the one that's going to be an absolute disaster to get to. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty. That's one. This actually didn't go too bad. I'm happy with that. Just going to cut the ends off. Done. Next. Right, rear boost bottle, that goes back on. That's in. And the last thing to do is to put the fuel lines on. Last thing for today. Here's the fuel lines. It goes through this. Let me take that off. Goes through there, down to the front. This one clips on here. That's on. Right, I'm going to call it a day. I think that's good progress. Hardly anything went wrong on camera. The rest of it, don't worry about that. Right, come with me. Next time, we're going to be fitting the thermostat. And the thermostat has some of these hoses that are quite leaky. They don't seal very well. And if you remember, I had to get one off with a heat gun. So it wasn't brilliant. So I've got some brand new silicone hoses. So we'll be putting those on as well. So a bit of an upgrade as well. I like upgrades. So if you found that helpful, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, join me for the next one. Take care.